Hello students, today we are going to do one more problem on projectile motion. You can see over here in the given figure, the projectile is fired horizontally from point A. You can see the diagram here. So from point A, the projectile is fired horizontally. No doubt it is fired horizontally. Ultimately it will follow a parabolic path, clear, and the path is a trajectory path, and it is finally falling at point B, which is the horizontal surface. Clear? So when a projectile is fired from point A, the initial velocity is given to you, that is 108 meter per second. Clear? And find the horizontal range to the target B. So you have to find out what is the horizontal range. This is the question. So here in this particular question, from the diagram you can see, and from the data that is given and what actually you have to find out, there are two parts of the question here. So the given data is the velocity is given as 108 meter per second. So there are two cases here. The first case is the vertical distance from A to B. Okay. So first of all, you have to find out what is the vertical distance from A to B. We all know the equation of kinematics, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. So in this case, here we are finding out the vertical distance from A to B and horizontal distance from A to B. So when we are calculating the vertical distance from A to B, you can see the vertical distance. Here it is given that it is 300 meter. So from this height, the projectile is fired. So ultimately, what will be S here? So S will be equal to 300. Okay, equal to. Now, when you are calculating this particular vertical distance from A to B, okay, so the U will be 0. Okay, because here clearly it is written that it is fired horizontally. Okay, so vertical distance from A to B, whenever you are calculating, the initial velocity will be 0 and A will be equal to plus G. So you substitute, as this becomes 0, so this part becomes 0, so equal to half GT square. Clear? So as A is equal to plus 1, so 9.81 will take the value of G T square. Okay, so here, so what is the time here? Okay, so the time required, we can find out T square is equal to 2 into 300 by 9.81. So after solving, we will get T is equal to root over of 600 by 9.81. Okay, so which is equal to, after calculation we will get T as 7.82 seconds. Okay, so we will find out, actually we have to find out what is the horizontal range, but we have found out what is the time taken by the projectile to reach to point B. So this particular problem we have divided into two parts. One is the vertical distance, the other is the horizontal distance. Now the second part is, we will calculate the horizontal distance from A to B. Horizontal distance from A to B. So when you are calculating the horizontal distance, okay, we will use the same equation, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So whenever you are considering this particular horizontal distance, okay, so A will be 0. Why A will be 0? Because the horizontal acceleration is always 0. So horizontal acceleration is 0. That is why A is 0. Okay, and what is the velocity? Velocity already it is given in the question, 108 meter per second. And what is the time required? So the time is already we have calculated as 7.82 seconds. So by using these values, we are going to calculate what is S. Okay, So S is nothing but we are calculating the range is R. So this part becomes 0. So S is equal to R is equal to U into T. So U is 108 into 7.82. Okay. So after calculating, you are getting the value of R. The value of R will be 844.63. So this is how you solve this particular problem. I hope you have understood. Thank you.